Time to show me what you got. I'm your host, Soma Green. Welcome to the show where we show you what we got. We show you what we got. We show you what we're made of. We put on quite a show here on Show Me What You Got. Yes. Thank you for joining us. This is the season finale. The season finale. What'll happen? Will our issues be resolved? Will all the characters live? What will happen? Will we end up on a different planet? Will it be a cliffhanger? And in a couple of weeks, they'll have the made-for-TV movie, which is essentially this again, but long format. Who knows? Hey, Poovertoss. Twiggy. We're going to see Twiggy in a little bit. Get pumped. Archangel. Hi. Hey, Zero Cool. Hey, Q-Man. Mystery Senorita. Zara's ready. Zara's ready. Hi, oldest noob. How's your day going? Hi, Abel. Herb Smoke. Len V2. How are you? Pisces Pixie is also going to be, I wonder. Did that work? Hi, Rylex. Welcome to the stream. Maj! Maj is gonna make an appearance on the show. Hey, DV. Thank you for your message in the Discord. Bloops! Poovertoss, thank you for the bits. Let's buy stuff. Hi. That's right, Silver. Today is the Show Me What You Got Thanksgiving episode. Yeah. Archangel, thank you for the bits. Yes. We today are going to have quite a stream, let me tell you. We're starting off with Show Me What You Got. That's just getting started. And then we're gonna stream straight through into Black Friday. Yeah. Oh, this stream has nothing to do with Thanksgiving. It just happens to fall on Thanksgiving. So you're good, Twiggy. Like nobody's item. Actually, half of the people who are going to be on this show today are not Americans. So, that was part of the reason why they were like, oh, I'll sign up for that day. And I was like, perfect. So, yeah, half the people coming on, don't celebrate Thanksgiving. I personally don't because I have worked on Thanksgiving forever. Even, for Twitch, I always stream on holidays. So if you're ever like bored on a holiday, Soma is streaming. I try to stream as much as I can on holiday days. So that's why we're doing the Into Black Friday thing today. But if you're unaware of what Black Friday is somehow, it is something that's dying out. I feel like Black Friday will be, a remnant of the past. And I don't know how we didn't see it as barbaric in real time. But here in America, especially in the like early 2000s-ish, maybe 2010s more, really. When was the like craziness? I don't know. I know it started in the 80s. I've heard stories about women duking it out for Cabbage Patch Kids, so, Yeah. Companies go crazy there for Black Friday too, yeah. Well, any excuse to sell stuff, right? But it seems like as the years have gone on, especially this year, it seems like Black Friday is less of a thing. Nobody wants to go places to buy stuff. And now it seems like, every time you go to the store, there's fewer people there on Black Friday. I actually streamed Black Friday from a mall in it was the last year that Toys R Us was open because we went in the Toys R Us. I don't even remember what year that was now. That's true. They do just kind of hike up the prices. Capitalism is dying? No. Unfortunately, no. Someday. The current young generation will hate. Apparently they already hate plastic. So good for them. But yeah, I feel like our children will hate Christmas and not want toys. They're going to be like that. Which makes sense, because that's like the opposite. He twisted. That's like the opposite of at least my childhood experience. We're having children now. Yes, you and I, be prepared. Yes. I have worked Black Friday at a mall before, and let me tell you what. When box stores lie and say that they don't make their employees work on Thanksgiving, that's a lie. That's a lie. There is no way. Maybe some of them don't work directly on Thanksgiving, but whoever is in charge of Black Friday is working on Thanksgiving. So, I don't know. We are going to enjoy Black Friday from the comfort of our own home. I'm going to be checking different cams that they have at malls and stuff to see where the biggest mobs are. So... But that's later. That's after the Show Me What You Got show. Yeah. No, by the time I was working retail, I mean, it wasn't as crazy. Like, I've never seen, usually the biggest fights, one year we went through and we read all the news articles about Black Friday. This is a little shocking, especially for non-Americans. People die on Black Friday. Not so much anymore, but there was a time when like there would be at least one shopping related death every year. I prefer Cyber Monday, obviously, because I prefer not leaving my house. So, thank you, Bohemian. People die every day. This just in, someone has died. Rest in peace. True, but maybe someday we can stop it from happening. That's the children of the future's goal. That's why they don't want toys. They want solutions. But yeah, majority of the deaths that happen on Black Friday happen in Walmart parking lots. What tends to happen, because occasionally people get trampled a lot, but usually that doesn't result in death. I can't even imagine that. I can't imagine seeing someone falling down and not like trying to help them up and stuff. That's just, I can't even imagine. I've never witnessed something like that. I've never seen anything like that. Like the Black Fridays that I did, it was like just a really long line and everybody was in the worst mood. Like it's nonstop Karens. That's what Black Friday usually, like, if things go okay. But like where I worked, I was working there. So we had like ticket systems and stuff because I anticipated things. So, you know, you can really like chill out the crowd if they know like when they're gonna show up or, you know, when their turn is. Like that's why they always have those tickets at the meat counters. You know, because people get crazy. You know, when you're at the deli. That's why they have the ticket system. Even old school delis. There can be 3 people in there and they'll fight about who was next. And you're like, I'm sorry, I was looking down so I don't cut my fingers off. I am unclear of who is next. Did you take a ticket? You need to take a ticket. They never did Black Friday at the meat place. Yeah. But majority of the violence that happens on Black Friday is in a Walmart parking lot, and it's always somebody who got too hyped up and pulls out a gun. So, America. Yeah, but statistically, if you're just going to Black Friday, especially now, it's not dangerous, super dangerous. Yeah, this is Show Me What You Got, not the news. I'm not trying to scare you here. I'm just giving it to you real. They're on the news, they're like, another death in the Black Friday saga. Yeah, Karen's at the deli. Oh, lordy gordy. There used to be a woman who would always come to me because I was the best at cutting the prosciutto. So she would like wait until I worked and try to catch me. Hi, Loose Wire. Show me what you got. I do have some people who are going to show us what they got. I do. Get pumped. Yikes. I mean, any job in retail is awful. You know? Like there is no retail job that's like fun. There's just retail jobs that are perceived to be fun. You know, like little kids are like, I want to work in a toy store. Can you imagine working in a toy store on a Black Friday? I'm getting hives just thinking about it. Just thinking about it. I'm getting hives. A crow book. Yeah, have any of you started shopping yet? Leashes on their kids? You know what? I am fine with it. I approve. A lot of people think kid leashes are like a bad thing. It's not like it's around their freaking neck. To the kid, to the child, they think they're wearing a backpack with their favorite stuffed animal attached to it. That's how a kid sees it. And like parents who have those, like it's usually a parent who has a child who's like around 2, because that's the age they just take off. So until you have a 2-year-old, I don't think you get to judge on that. Me personally, I will never judge a parent for having one of those like kid leashes, those kid wrangler things. Because kids do run off. I find lost kids constantly. If those parents had kid leashes, that would never happen. Every time I go to the mall, some little kid runs up to me. This is true. That is pretty accurate, actually. One of the last times I went to a mall, I streamed it. And I had Froggy with me, and I was just sitting there, and this like little kid, I think it was a girl, this little girl came over, and she saw Froggy and just like ran up to me and like tried to hug Froggy immediately, just seeing him. And this is not a child who, well, I don't know, maybe kids have access to the Froggy show, I don't know. So... yeah, it's not a leash, it's a backpack. It's just a backpack that has a wristband for the parent so the kid can't run off. Because little kids run off all the time. And, oh my Lord, I don't know. Even me, like, I don't have any children, but whenever there is a child who is in my care, I will not take my eyes off that child. And those children, you cannot, like, pay for an item and watch a child at the same time. You have to, like, pick up the kid to prevent them from, like I'm saying, like, 2 years old, they're gonna run. They're gonna book it. Imagine having a cat. That's what little kids are like. But... no. Yeah. Yeah, no, apparently, because my dad slipped and said something about it one time, and my mom was really angry, and she was like really offended, and she was like, I only used that one time, and it was because we went to the circus, and kids were getting abducted. They were like people who grew up during the 80s, I think it's because they used to put pictures of kids on the milk cartons. Anyone, if your parent was alive during any part of the 80s, they have this intense paranoia that their kids are going to get abducted at any moment. So, and because I was raised by people like this, I also assume that any child I am watching is going to get abducted at any moment. But yeah, my mom was really offended, and she was like, no, I did not do that, and blah, 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 blah. I'm not offended by it. I'm fine with it. How did I turn it? Did it affect me in any way? Maybe. Hi, Malix. Hi, Smiles. 9-inch nails? What? I don't know. My invisible bear. Yeah, technically this is ginger brew, so it's not a real beer. But that is funny that it's invisible. I didn't realize that. I'll have to drink out of this for effect. This is I have 2 of these. Yeah. It's okay. It's okay. It was mostly on me, and a little bit. No, actually, completely on me. It's mostly on my skirt too, so you can't really see. So it's fine. Yeah, it's mostly on my skirt. There wasn't that much. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I have a kitchen roll on hand. Oh no, I'm prepared. Usually I have like a whole towel over here too. But no, I have a secret roll of paper towels at all times. And it's like slightly under my desk too. So like when here, I'll show you. It's under here. Woo! So you can't see it from this angle. Yeah. Yeah, we have a little bit of a setup. Since I started doing guest star, I started using my personal computer. So, guest star is the program that we've been using for this show, and that's how I invite people on the stream. It's really easy because it's built into Twitch, and you just invite, like, you go into this on your dashboard. You just add it as a slot, and you go into it and you just add people. You can send out invites for everybody, and it just shows who's available, and you can add them to the guest star slot, and then they just show up on your stream. So for OBS, technically, you could be running guest star from a computer that is in another room or something. You could technically run it from anywhere. You could technically use other people's guest star on your stream. I had never thought of that before, because your guest star box in OBS is just like it's the same thing that you do for your alerts. It's just a browser source. Forgot the name of it. It's just a browser source. So technically, I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna try this sometime. Have somebody completely different run it. I think that's how we're gonna do it. At the end of the stream tonight, I have a special guest who is a DJ. Perfect timing. Perfect timing. Armani Experience is going to be playing us out at the end of Show Me What You Got. So, for today's show, I will be showing him doing the DJing, but I also have like a special thing for the very end where I'm going to dance a little on the sides. But I would love someday to have a co-stream with a DJ, and then we get a bunch of people to all dance. Let's have live dance party. Who is down? Let's do it. Anybody? Who's ready to dance? Hey, jokester. Yeah. Hey, Reno. Have any of you been playing Just Dance? We started that on Tuesday because it came out on Tuesday. I know I'm streaming Show Me What You Got into Black Friday, but technically after we sleep, so I'll do Black Friday and then I'll sleep and then I'll get up and then we'll play Just Dance again. So technically we're going to be playing Just Dance on Friday as well. But yeah, no, the new one just came out on Tuesday. It's 2023. So don't get confused. If you're trying to buy the new one, hey GM Tech, if you're trying to buy the new one, it's always the year ahead. So it's the year in the future is the one that you're looking for now. Hey Ruby True! Ruby True was kind enough to come on the show last Thursday and did the most amazing sound bath. Definitely give Ruby True a follow if you haven't already. That was an amazing experience, actually. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. I'm gonna like change my sleep schedule just so I can show up to your meditation and sound bath events, let me tell you. Yes. Great stuff. I had seen videos of sound baths and I'd heard about them. And like, I don't know, I used to go to a lot of weird shows where they would do like, before the silent disco era, there were noise shows where you would put on, you know, the headsets, or they would just have speakers all around the room and they would play weird noises. Like usually it was just like, you know, but there was one guy that we went to see that I really appreciated because he used an effect that made it sound like there were bees flying around the room. It was so cool. So that was the closest thing to that I'd ever done because, you know, they'll play tones and try to like trip you out in those usually, but usually it's just like sounds and it does nothing. Ruby True has taken like classes and courses and has certification. So she is able to do with those bowls, you know, those sound bowls, because of the tones that she picks and how she does it. You can actually feel, you can feel it. You can feel the vibration. It's such a good vibration. Yeah. No, it's a great experience, and I do think so we fart. Wow, that's a lot of bits to make that happen. Thank you. They have you seen stream stickers? So stream stickers is something that you can add to your stream. And people put bits to make it happen. And they have like different ones. And I set this one as like really high because I was like, a fart? How rude. But I can't remember what I set it as. It's Black November. Yeah, I know, right? I know, right? Yeah, did you not hear the fart noise? It played a fart. Did you not hear it? I'm sure somebody clipped it. You didn't hear it? Oh. Huh. Maybe I don't have the alerts, like the sound high enough right now. Oh yeah, no, in America they've been, well, everywhere, because it's been primarily online. Everyone's like, Black Friday starts early. Black Friday is going to turn into just how they explain the shopping season for Christmas. Like, that's what Black Friday is going to turn into. It's just going to be what we call the time when we start buying presents for Christmas. I personally start way before that, you know. Like the month before usually is like the latest, because I'm always like, I gotta make sure that the presents show up on time, you know. Hey, End. See you, Poovertoss. Yeah. Hey, Eddie. Well, I mean, the only thing I'm in the market to buy right now is shoes. That's the only thing. And there are some shoes that I have my eye on. I put a couple of shoes on my wish list, and they're on sale right now, but I know they're gonna go back up in price. Yeah. Hey, Jose. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, you know, I know my size, and there's certain shoes you buy for walking, and there's certain shoes you buy for, like, not walking. You know, like cosplays and stuff. Like, look on my Instagram right now. Look on my Instagram right now. This is, speaking of which, look at the first picture on my Instagram. I did a photo shoot as Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz. But look at those shoes. Now, granted, those shoes were a little bit, bigger than I expected. But yeah, no. It's funny because I did a skit as Mom. There's a character that I do, which, by the way, you can meet my characters next Tuesday. I'm gonna start doing a show where you can talk to my characters. But the Mom character, she actually did this thing with Froggy where it's like she comes in and checks on you every 5 minutes because it's supposed to be one of those study with me videos. And I kept having her come in different outfits and wearing different things just to make it more and more obscure each time she walks in. And I had her wear those shoes. I walked in wearing those shoes and walked out, and I didn't think anything of it. And then I was doing that photo shoot the other day, and I was like, holy guacamole, how did I walk in these? Like, they're like, ugh. You want my referral code? It doesn't give me a cut if you get my referral code, but you can use my referral code because it makes it so you skip the line if you want to set up a Throne account. I don't get anything out of it, but like it makes it so you can skip the line. But my referral code, I believe, I'll have to check. You can all use it. I have a bazillion and no one's used it yet. I believe my code is Soma. I'm not kidding. 6969. I'm not kidding. I'm pretty sure that's my referral code. Yeah, so if you want to skip the line on Throne, there you go. Yeah. But I do not work for Throne, and I'm not a partner with Throne either. And also, I'll tell you to check the shipping on Throne. Make sure you go in and manually check what the shipping is. Pro tip. Save your viewers money. I always do. Yeah. If it's a free shipping item, you're not paying for shipping. So the code didn't work. Maybe you did it wrong. The more you know. I don't know. I'll check. Is it Soma 69? I don't know. You know what, though? I can help you get to my wish list here. Check out my wish list. See if there's anything on there that you'd like to buy for me. Oh, and actually, if any of you actually do get me something off the wish list, I'm hoarding all of the presents that I get from now until Christmas. And on Christmas, I'll be streaming and opening whatever you get me. So if it gives you an option to gift wrap it, don't bother. They come in these like bags anyway. So yeah. Yeah, and the shoes on there are on sale. So they're all half off. Why would you want heels that high? For cosplays. It's always like, you know, I feel like it's always more menacing when you're up higher and when you have like death heels. And also in real life, I'm always wearing sneakers or sensible shoes. When I used to go out with my girlfriends, I would always be wearing sneakers. So I'd still be dressed with like the sparkly dress and like, you know, look like them from here, you know, down until you get to my feet. And then I'm wearing sneakers. I try to get like sparkly sneakers because it, you know, makes you look more like you're trying. But, you know, footwear for me that I actually wear versus fantasy footwear, you know, they're two different things. And I think the more villainous the villain, the higher the heels should be. So obviously I did those heels with Dorothy because they're sparkly and it's Dorothy. But yeah, but that don't like, you know, the next time I dress up as like, you know, the guy from Just Dance. Remember the guy from Just Dance that I picked as my avatar? If I do that cosplay, I'll wear those shoes. They wear shoes like that in that game all the time. I don't know how, just even dancing in heels. Like I was in a musical where I had to wear heels and I trained in higher heels and then wore shorter heels. That's a trick. You train in higher heels and then you wear shorter heels for the show so it doesn't feel like you're wearing heels. But that was the last time that I like danced in heels. So yeah, those rose boots are on sale too. Those are cute. They're usually over $200. It's crazy how much they like, you know, some of these boots, crazy. These shoes are $300. Let's get them. You know what else we should get? We should get ready to go. Are you ready? I'm feeling like seeing something, you know? I'm ready to bring a guest on. Let's do it. Are you ready? Loose Wire's ready. Thank you for the bits. Yeah, let's start bringing them in here one at a time. Seeing what they got going on. Yeah. All right. Yeah, we heard that sound. So, our first guest is a full-time Twitch streamer. You may have seen him on this show, actually. He played Among Us. I'm like blanking on the name of that game. He played the only game I ever play, co-stream nowadays, with other people, with us. Yes. We're gonna bring him into the guest star. Yeah. Well, I want to play Project Zomboid and then play Among Us. So, I also have to get that game first, though. I don't have it yet, but anyway. You have seen him on this show before, and he's a full-time Twitch streamer. Let's go. Who are you? And will you show me what you got? Now we got you. All right. Hello.
Hello. Hi. How you doing?
Welcome to the stream. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi. Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, I can. Hello. My name's Alistair. Hi, thanks for having me on. I'm a streamer. I do variety, so like everybody else pretty much, but I mostly play games, so all sorts of different games. And yes, we played Among Us, I think.
Yes.
It was a roller coaster, but we got through it. It was good. It was fun. It was I'm basically here because Twiggy recommended you after doing a podcast together, I think.
Yes.
But yeah, it was good fun.
Twiggy and I did the PJ podcast, and that's how I met her. So yeah. Like I told you guys, I'm calling in favors with every streamer I know for this show. So
that's very fair. I watched a bit of it last time. It was good fun.
Yes. Oh, it's always a good time. We are going to be switching up the format slightly. This is the show finale of Show Me What You Got. Actually, after this, the show switches to Tuesdays from 10 to 1 a.m., so 10 p.m. Eastern. And then it turns into What Do You Want?
Okay.
So, like, what do you want is similar, except it's a totally laid-back style, and also, instead of talking to me, you get to talk to my original characters. So you never know if it's going to be Froggy, or the mom character, or Veronica, or Frank. So, who knows? Maybe you could come back for that show, too.
I'd take up the whole segment if it was something I wanted. My goodness.
Yes, there you go. Well, I figured.
It's bizarre seeing. Sorry, go on.
No, what were you saying?
I was just gonna say it's bizarre seeing your room just completely painted blue. You know, like.
See what you see.
What
you see and what the audience sees is completely different. So you're seeing me like.
Yeah.
He's seeing me behind the scenes, so he sees like it. It's actually a green screen behind me, but it looks blue because the camera that I use for guest star, so they can still see me. I use a separate camera. That's how you can either use your ghost camera that they have in OBS, where it's just a duplicate of the camera you're already using. But since I do guest star on a completely different computer, this is just a camera that's just not the best. So that's why it looks blue behind me. But yeah, this is, I know I'm usually on a spaceship. It's because I really am. It's just, you know, your eyes aren't connected to the visuals that I'm seeing, you know. Yes. The only brain implant that I will allow is things by Froggy. I will trust no humans with any technology like that.
That's understandable.
Yes. But I heard you might have something to show us.
I do. I have two things, which is kind of like one thing.
Okay.
It doesn't have an amazing story behind it. It's basically a super, super nice gift that my community got me a while back because they know I like Bioshock a lot.
Yeah.
I'm sure lots of people do like Bioshock. They're huge fans. So I like a game called Bioshock Infinite, which is the most recent Bioshock from a long time ago. But it's amazing. It has loads of very unique art and characters and all sorts. And they commissioned somebody, an artist of some kind, to basically... I'm going to have to make sure this focuses all right. But they effectively recreated two pieces of furniture from the game out of wood and like goodness knows what. So this is a Bioshock cabinet. And if I zoom in real close...
Oh my goodness.
They
Oh my
recreated the
goodness.
infusions from the game. So these are like the health and the shield infusions and the mana, I guess. And then you've got like the gun that Booker uses, the bird in the cage brooch that Elizabeth picks between, and then this is one of the portraits further down, which shows the tower, the music score for the how the bird is controlled. Sorry, spoiler alert, but you know it's not good. A medical bag from the game and a syringe, which I think is actually from the original Bioshocks.
Yeah.
And I mean, the size of it, you can see compared to my fingers, but like the detail is phenomenal.
Yeah.
And these are the three kind of, what are they called? Like propaganda posters, you know? With the lighthouse in the city. And it's incredible that they had this made. It's so, so, so nice. So it was the first thing I thought of when you suggested the show. Because ultimately it's, you know, it was really, really nice. It's completely unique because it's handmade.
Yeah.
So it's something that I'll probably keep forever.
Oh, absolutely.
But it's something that I'm very happy with. And just the number of things in it that, you know, remind me of the game, I was super happy with. And they kept it a complete surprise for me as well. You know, they kind of said, we're going to get you something. And I said, okay, well, surprise me.
Yeah.
And then they come up with that. But wait, there's more.
Oh.
There's actually a part 2, which I don't want to be very careful not to break. I'm trying to kind of glance over at my other camera so I can see. So they also made this, which is a second table. So from this, you've got all of the you've got like the shock jockey and the healing
oh my goodness.
one. I forget the name of all the different spells, but you know you pick them up in the game and they kind of do this gross animation with your hand. And the gramophone, all of the pieces of art. I don't even know how they did this artwork. It must be printed, but look at it. And that's the Anna DeWitt hand sign you see at the beginning. And there's just so much detail. That's his revolver from the beginning. And on the bottom, I don't know how easily we can see the bottom, but I can try. It's the same kind of deal. It's not fixed. There we go.
Wow.
No, it's not focusing, bro. It's not being very kind. But yeah, it's pretty much the same on the bottom as well.
I've got you on full screen, so if you want to pull it slightly away, they'll still be able to see the bottom part.
I can try. Hang on.
There you go.
So you got a lot more photos there. I think it's one of the guns from the game as well. But pretty much, this is something that I've had to put in a display cabinet because it's so dangerous to touch it or bump it. You know, it looks like it could fall apart.
Yeah.
But it's behaved itself so far. But yeah, those two were the main things I thought would be worth showing off. I'm a huge, huge fan of the game. I think I've streamed it 5 times now over the years. It's a lot.
Bioshock Infinite?
Yeah, Bioshock Infinite.
What systems are you playing it on?
I play on PC.
Oh, okay. The
I
last time I
mostly play
played
on PC.
Infinite was PS3, so I was like, has it come out again? Because I assume, I think they re-released it, right?
I don't remember. I'm actually quite late to Bioshock myself.
Oh.
I started with 1, which I like 1 and 2, but Infinite is the one that really grabbed me. Because I think it has really good combat. I didn't like the combat of the other 2 very much. The story was good. But 3, Infinite just has an amazing story. It's very well presented. The writing, the voice acting is incredible, and I'm happy to play it once a year. Honestly, it's one of
Yeah.
those games, you know.
Yeah. No, Infinite is way more story driven than the first two. I think
Hmm.
for me personally, I have fond memories of the first two mostly because of playing it so young to the point where we would
Yeah,
play BioShock. So I would like, pretend I'm one of the little sisters and people would be like,
I
we'd
can't
run
say I
around
ever
and
did that
like
myself, but yeah, I only ever played those two once, but for some reason, Infinite was just something about it. The
well
voice acting between Booker and Elizabeth, I could listen to for days. You know, it's just amazing.
have you ever done any cosplays from it?
No, I don't think I have.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I'm sure there's plenty of Elizabeth cosplays. I'm not sure. I've tried wearing a corset recently, and it wasn't great for me. You know,
That would be one of the
Booker's
easier characters to do, I feel like. Hers. The
probably,
the lady hers
probably.
is just like a top and then a corset and then a long skirt.
Mm.
So it's
Well,
slightly
she has
less
a few
detailed.
outfits.
Yeah, well, yeah,
She
that's
goes
true.
through them. And then in the DLC, she's wearing a kind of 50s outfit, you know, of like a posh,
Yeah.
smoking rich lady.
See,
And
I
Booker, you don't see Booker very much.
yeah.
I think you only really see him on the game cover, to be honest. But he wears like a flying leather jacket type thing, I think.
Very Firefly-esque outfit.
Yeah. Oh, just like Malcolm, indeed.
Yeah, yeah. The same vest. Oh my goodness. No, I've been looking at vest recently because I had some Devil in Me cosplays that came out recently, the Devil in Me, and
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I cosplayed as many of the characters as I possibly could. I ended up doing 7. And
Oh,
so
I
many
saw
of the
that. That was on
men,
Twitter, wasn't it?
yeah, so many. I put it on
Yeah.
Instagram too,
Hmm.
and in the Discord. So you guys, if you want to see that, it's all over the place. But like, the amount of vests the men wear in that made me realize because I do have a lot of vests, but just not the like, you know, dapper man vests. So
Yeah.
you go
I'm not
through those a
surprised.
little bit, yeah. Yeah. What have you been doing on stream recently?
I've been pretty much playing Persona 5 all month. It's apparently a very long game. Longer than I thought it would be, but it's been really fun. It's the first anime style game I've played, I guess, unless you count Final Fantasy. But it's not. I wouldn't consider it super weeby because I don't think I would like that, but I really do like this.
Yeah.
So it's not like really anime, but
Yeah.
it's obviously anime themed. But it has combat kind of like Final Fantasy 7, which I really like. So it's just a very long game, lots of story.
I think I started playing one of the personas on Vita, I want to say. It wouldn't have been the.
Right.
Yeah, I think it was Vita. It was like one of the 5
Vita.
games that came out for Vita. Did you ever have
Wow.
the handheld Vita? I didn't.
No, I was a Nintendo guy. I didn't really do much Sony stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Because BioShock is a newer thing. You didn't. I can't believe you didn't grow up playing that game. You're like,
I was on PC. I think back then I didn't like horror, and I thought BioShock 1 was horror because it can be a bit creepy for sure. And then I got
That's
over
true.
horror by playing a bunch of horror and thought I might as well play BioShock now.
yeah, yeah. Have you played any of the Silent Hills?
Nope, they were unfortunately all PlayStation stuff, I think, weren't they? So
Resident
I
Evils?
haven't.
Are they PlayStation 2? Jeez.
I played the ones on PC. So
Yeah.
I played 7, which is just the best. I'm sorry, but 7 is the best Resident Evil.
Hey, Dragon.
And then I played a bunch afterwards, basically in the order that people told me that they were good, you know? So I think I did 2. One wasn't great. It had these awful controls.
Yeah.
I think I've done about half of them, basically.
Yeah.
But Silent Hill was all PlayStation, so I don't think you can play them really, unless you have one or you're an emulator person.
I didn't start. Well, I did a lot of PC games like as a teenager, a lot of my games were PC games. But I kind of fell out of PC until I started streaming again, and then I started getting into it again. So just because, more recently it was because it was easier than, buying on current gen. So.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Yeah, but I will have a PS5 next Wednesday.
Oh, congrats.
Yes.
Well played.
Yeah, I just had to, burn a whole house down. Yeah, no, I burned down a house and stole it in the middle of the night.
That's fair.
Yeah, and that's how I came about it. So, no,
I'm very envious.
I lucked out because I didn't realize how, because there's always scarcity with the Sony things. Every time a new system comes out, scarcity. But this time I believe there really is. Like there really, it's been difficult for people to get the Sony systems this year.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. Even in the UK, I don't know. I'm not sure why. You'd think they'd just make a lot more, but maybe because all it does is encourage the scalpers, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Which is
yeah.
not what we should be doing.
Well, and the scalper stuff is extra scary because you never know if you're just gonna get like a brick.
Yeah, indeed.
Like the people who sell used gift cards on eBay around Christmas time. Yeah.
I'd have to question who would buy those.
People who didn't read the description, definitely. But yeah.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah. Hey man, people don't read. People don't read. They don't read they just click it. They just click it.
That they do.
Do you have anything coming up for your stream or anything you're looking forward to or working on?
In terms of my stream, nothing specific. Honestly, I'm just looking forward to finishing Persona. So I can remember what other games look and feel and sound like for a bit, But that's not to say I'm not enjoying it. It's great. It's a very long game.
Yeah.
But no, I'm not really planning anything special. I just go along, Not good at planning.
I can't imagine a game being long now. Like the devil in me took me 3 streams to finish, and I was like, oh man, it's taking forever. Because usually I always try to finish a game in 1 stream if I can. And unfortunately, current games, that's kind of easy to do. So usually I can. Or at least 2. Usually it doesn't take me 3.
How many people did you save?
All but 2. Yeah, and one of them I just didn't save because I didn't push the button fast enough because I get really distracted. Because whenever I'm gaming, I'm always primarily reading the chat. So I try to stick to games that I only have to half pay attention to.
Yeah.
But with that
quick time event permadeath game wasn't very forgiving of that.
No, and that one was extra hard.
That's too bad.
Well, because usually the super massive games, they're there's a little bit of warning that things are coming. I don't know if I was extra distracted because I was ranting extra with this one, but usually I don't do as bad. But no, that guy, that was my own fault. And then the other girl, I just chose wrong. I chose the thing that she died. So. But I did.
Which guy did you lose?
The professor.
The professor.
So, yeah. The director.
I'm not. Oh, that's fine. He was a dickhead.
yeah.
Am I allowed to say that? I'm sorry, but he wasn't very nice.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the characters in general in that game were kind of. I wasn't sure if it was because I was choosing for them to be mean to each other or what. But they did seem to be a little more aggressive than usual. Like all of them were kind of mad.
Based on what I've seen of it, they seem like the same kind of group that you would put into a Big Brother house. You want them to fight,
Yeah. Well, I thought they were I thought the whole thing was a reality TV show. The way that they were they take their phones. This is not spoilers, folks. They take their phones in the first like cutscene. The second they take their phones in the first cutscene, I'm like, are they on a reality TV show? Why would they do this? Like, this is the production crew.
Yeah. Why did they go along with that? Obviously, they were going to get murdered, you know.
Clearly.
None of them were. None of them were really overburdened with intelligence, in my opinion. They were all a bit.
Yeah.
It's like movies, though, isn't it? Horror movies. Smart people just wouldn't die in horror movies. They just leave.
Right.
Horror movies are based on the premise that they're all stupid.
Well,
let's check out the dark basement. What could go wrong?
I made the argument that like one of them should have had their phone. One of them should have had their phone, but then they would have had no service. Like we were fantasizing if I were one of the characters, we just added me as one of the characters, and we established that I'd be like, oh yeah, here's my phone, and give them one of my phones, but not the other phone. But my other phone would get no service, because that's very typical of my phone to not get service. So problem solved. Somebody did think of it, but it didn't work out.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, they were. It looks like a good game.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, it is. It is pretty fun. As much as I was ranting, it's still a fun game.
Did you play The Quarry?
Yes. I actually loved The Quarry.
Did you think it was better or worse?
Way better. The Quarry is the best that style game that I've ever played.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
The best choose your own adventure non-RPG game that I've ever played, because that is the only game I've ever played so far. I have to like go back and play more Devil in Me stuff, but that is the only one that I feel like what you do truly changes what happens later in the story. Because a lot of those they say it does, but it's like it's not really.
I haven't played it myself, but there was a character in it who's a social media influencer. And she makes me hate social media influencers if they're like that. She was awful.
Yeah.
I couldn't stand her. As a streamer, I couldn't stand the one that was meant to be a streamer. It was something. I want to play Until Dawn. Until Dawn's meant to be very good, but I have no PlayStation, and they refused to put it on PC. So
did they never put Until Dawn on PC?
It's never. Nope, it's not on PC. It's annoying because it's meant to be really good, but what can we do?
You can borrow my PS4 sometime. I'll just ship it to you.
That would probably cost more than a PS4. But
I know, right?
The offer. Yeah.
I'll never play mine again now. Well, because supposedly
that's true. Actually, you could sell it, I guess.
Oh, I just like to hoard my systems forever. That's my deal.
Do you have your Vita?
Yeah. No, I don't, because I never had a Vita. I just borrowed a Vita too much.
Oh.
Yeah, so I didn't.
Too much.
Yeah. There's certain
Do you have all the Buffys on DVD?
No, I watched Buffy on Netflix. So
okay, I think I have both, but I love Buffy, so.
I've seen almost every episode of Buffy. The last season I kind of stopped watching because it's
not as good the last season.
And I never watched
the
first like 2. So but I've watched most of it. All the good parts. So
I was watching a show called Spooks with Twiggy a week or two ago, which is a British TV drama about like MI5 basically.
Yeah.
And in one of the early episodes, Giles pops up in it as this terrorist, and it's like, oh my god, that's Giles. Except he's acting all tough and talking like Cockney. It's amazing.
Yeah.
But I can never see him as not Giles, you know?
Yeah.
He's just Giles as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, that's fun. I've seen him do the Rocky Horror Picture Show, and that was just weird. I
bet.
I didn't like it. Not because of his performance, just because it was just, too Gilesy. So.
Yeah. Sometimes people just get typecast in our heads, don't they, you know?
Yeah, true.
Like Buffy will just be Buffy.
Yeah. No, did you see Once More with Froggy?
I don't remember. I saw a lot of your performance.
Oh yes, no, that's what I'm
when you were
talking
watching
about.
it,
Yeah. Once
Yeah, I think I saw that.
if any of you guys are Buffy fans, check out my YouTube. The regular YouTube, not the ASMR YouTube. The last thing I uploaded on there was a parody of the Buffy musical called Once More with Froggy instead of Once More with Feelings. So I did a couple of covers on that. So if you want to see some ridiculousness, definitely check that out.
It's very high production value. Like, it's well worth a watch.
That's what I did for Halloween. That was my Halloween show. I had been talking about doing, because I like to do musical parodies for, big, for holidays and stuff. So I had been talking about doing that for years and just never did. So I finally got it done. So, is it perfect? No, but it's done now. So.
Yeah.
All right. Alistair, thank you so much for coming on the show. Thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you for showing us that amazing BioShock stuff that you have. That was super cool. Froggy-sized BioShock stuff.
It is lovely, yeah. Thank you for having me. I appreciate that.
All right. And have a good night. And I'm sure we will see you on stream sometime again. Bye.
I hope so. All right. Have a good show. Bye.
Bye. All right. Yes. All right. We did it. Yes, we must be on the main page right now. Welcome, new friends. Thank you for the follows. This is a show called Show Me What You Got. What is it? What's it all about? I'll show you. Maybe. Possibly. Just kidding, here it is. Oops. Sorry about that. Sorry, wrong button. Oh my lordy McGordy. Sorry. Woo. Yes, this is the Show Me What You Got show. I am your host, Soma Green. On this show, we invite people on to show me what they've got. We start out with celebrity guests, and then we open it to the public. That's right. If you can access guest star, you can be on the show, and you can show me what you got. Yes. This is the Show Me What You Got show. Yeah, production. Well, I'm producing and hosting at the same time. Yes. I am bringing on celebrities. And then I am bringing on special guests. If you have a Twitch account that is verified, you got to put in your phone number, but that's all you got to do. And if you do that, you can be on the show and show me what you got. Yes. Yeah, Twiggy, you're the celebrities. Yeah. Hey, Vicious. Yeah, this week I have Twitch streamers. we've had different celebrities. We've had some models. We have a DJ today. Primarily Twitch streamers, though. We've had some crypto bros. We've had some crypto devs. There's a distinct difference. We've had, hey Bongo, hey Mister, hey Abel. Yeah, Alistair was on. That's one of our celebrities for today. Joe! No, I am extra grateful to my celebrities today because a lot of celebrities were hesitant to pick today because for many celebrities, they celebrate this holiday or whatever that's going on. Forget about that. Who needs that? What have you got? Why don't you show me? Why don't you? Show me what you got! Today is the last day of the giveaway. That's right, today is the last day. You can win the merch. That's right! Do you love Froggy? Of course you do. Everyone does. You don't even know who Froggy is, and you already love him and want a Froggy plush. You could win one today. Yeah, that's right. In my Discord. There's the link. You go into the Discord, you can win a Froggy or the Show Me What You Got t-shirts. We're giving away t-shirts. We're giving away Froggies. And very few people actually click into that link. So your chances are very good. I feel like your chances might be extra good today. Because of that holiday. Plastic is a celebrity just incognito. I love it. You are all stars. Let me tell you, as soon as you're a guest star on this show, you are a star. That's right. Yep, we've had voice actors. We've had ASM artists. We've had independent business owners. We've had farmers. Bum ba dum bum 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 bum. We're even gonna have some people who can tell the future. What? Did you hear it that time? Celeb! Thank you for the sticker. Yeah, there you heard it. You heard it that time. There you go. It's because my sound is set up slightly differently. For this, because we're using Guest Star to bring people on, I have Guest Star on one computer and I have my sound on another computer, so I've got a lot of soundboards. I've got my, like, all of the plugins to my soundboard working. So, hi Rost. Yeah. But our next guest probably knew that was going to happen. Because she can tell the future. Yeah. Can you tell the future? Can you? Can you, punk? Here she comes, and she's gonna tell us who are you, and will you show me what you got? All right, we can hear you now. Here you are.
Hello?
Hello, Miss Pixie.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hi. You look so cute.
Thank you. You do too. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Always. And I always love the decor of your room. Let me here. Full screen here. Look at this room. Look at this room. You can tell that she is a fairy princess. Clearly. Look at how many leaves. Magic leaves. Yes.
I feel like you can tell that I don't leave the room. Like, I live here.
Leave. I already did. Yes. Oh, I like the little froggies in chat too. We've got a couple of your fans because you're famous. Can you tell us who you are though? For those of us who have not met you yet.
Ah. My
Apparently
name is
not. No.
Pisces. Yeah, no, apparently not. My name is Pisces Pixie. I am a Twitch streamer, full-time Twitch streamer, and content creator. And I hesitantly say psychic, but I pretty much am. Like, it's really weird, the kind of stuff that ends up going down in my stream. And I still fight against that title, but I know stuff that I don't know how I know it, but I know it. And it's weird. And that's what my content's based around. Basically.
Well, I feel like you and I are two different sides of the same coin, where you're in touch with like the magic side and I'm like, listen, I feel like we are all just part of one consciousness, one machine. So I think there are ways to tap into, things that we can't understand with our natural brain. And I think these things need to be explored. And
yes,
even if we don't know why we're getting these answers and these things are happening, it happens with enough regularity that it's like, well, why not?
Yeah. Basically, yeah. And yeah, I agree with that. We're all one consciousness. And like, I see like we're all connected to the same like Wi-Fi. Some are on like Ethernet though. And then I think that's why you get like your psychics sometimes. But yeah, I don't know. It's like we're all connected to the same Wi-Fi. And like sometimes people have like special access codes and they can like get extra like signal or like choose to tune in to different Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
But yeah.
No, that's really true. Like to even be able to tap into it, you have to be able to let that part of your consciousness that's always telling you no and this would never work kind of thing, you have to turn that off, which a lot of people...
And I also think that you can't tune into anything that you don't already know. Like, so if... this is just how I work. So I don't do like future predictions like, oh, are you going to win the lottery and stuff like that. But I'll be able to know when someone's going through an experience that I've been through. Like, it's like every experience you go through. So for example, you went to university and you might have like studied theater. Like you would only, like you got a Wi-Fi code now because you connected to that experience before. So then going forward, if you were then to become a psychic, you might be really good at giving like theater advice because like you've been there, you've done that. Like, I feel like you can't give it like psychic readings or advice on stuff that you have no idea about or that you haven't touched or like had any experience with at all. If that makes any sense.
No, that would be true because it's like I don't know much about card readings. That's like your specialty. I know more about like the crystal ball stuff. But like with the crystal ball, it's just a series of visions that you have. So you're just kind of guessing what things are and explaining the feelings. But that's very true. It's like when a kid is acting, they don't know how to, really, they don't feel the like sadness if they haven't like gone through the experience. So they're just like, oh, I'm sad. But like as an adult, you've like gone through stuff.
And like when I do tarot cards, like my main thing now, I use cards. The reason I use tarot cards at this point is just to be like, and here is a third party evidence that I was right. Like usually when I start out doing a reading with people, I'll just like speak and I'll get like visions, senses, and like feelings. And sometimes I'll have like just an inner voice that's like being like, this person is going through this thing. And I'll just like retell what I'm hearing. And then I'll sometimes like pull a card that's like, I don't know, we might say like, you're going through some kind of change. The change is about this thing and you're worried and blah, blah, blah. And then we pull a card and then it says like transition, don't fear the transition. And it's just basically like confirmation things. But I've seen a person use a crystal ball before, and like I've tried to use one, and I'm just like, it just doesn't work. And they're like, come on, bro, and it just doesn't work. And I'm like, come on, I really want to use a crystal ball on stream, but it just doesn't work for me.
Well, do you want to show your item first, or would you be interested in doing reading real quick?
It's up to you. It's up to you. So the thing is, with my item, it has like, it's more about the story to the item that's like the thing. Yeah, but it's not like a super long story. But maybe we'll show the item. Okay. And then if afterwards, if you'd like a reading, I mean, we can like do it if you want to. Like if you want to, but I'm not fussed. I'm not fussed either way.
Yeah. All right. Well, now that we know that you're,
you do the thing.
Now that we know that you're Pisces Pixie, will you?
Yes.
Show me what you got. Yes.
Okay. Let me know when you're ready to see it.
You're ready. We're ready. Yes.
Okay. So.
Whoa.
This is a amethyst crystal skull. Okay, it's kind of big. And it's really cool.
Wow. That is super
cool.
And
the thing is with this though, it's more the reason why I got it. Cause like the thing is, I thought this item was really cool and I saw the BioShock item and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to like pump up the story a bit more because that was really cool. But so it was a really weird time. Okay. So I was really hardcore into video games. I was like completely addicted to World of Warcraft, didn't leave the house. And I had this like epiphany when a new Shadow Priest joined my raid team and he started out DPSing me, which like doing better in the game than me. My self-esteem was destroyed. And I was like, oh my gosh, I need to quit this game. My entire life is just about how well I do at this game. So I deleted my subscription, packed up my computer, put it in a cupboard, and I started like kind of living like a nomad hippie life for a little bit. I completely got rid of my smartphone and I just started knocking around with a bunch of hippies, basically. And there's this one guy called Thomas. And it wasn't Tom, it was Thomas. And he was this like hippie guy that had this like elongated crystal skull, right? It was this like clear crystal skull with like a really big back of the head that he got from Peru because, you know, he's obviously been to Peru.
Oh yeah.
And he's like, oh, this is like my astral dream totem. And I'm like, well, what's that? What's that? And he's like, well, I got it from Peru and I've meditated on this crystal for years now. And it helps me to lucid dream. And I've never had a lucid dream before. And I was like, that's so cool. And I was going to be staying at his house that night. And I went over to the crystal skull, just like while no one was around. And I was kind of like, looked around. I'm like, okay. And had like a mini telepathic conversation. I was like, yo, if you're a real thing that really works, will you please give me a lucid dream tonight? If you're a real thing that really works, I don't know if I'm worthy of you, Peruvian elongated crystal skull, but I would really like a lucid dream. Because, yeah, never had one. I've had like half ones, and then, but I'm not in control of the dream. Yeah. So for anyone that doesn't know what lucid dreams are, it's like, as awake as you are right now, like listening to this, and like you're in the space, you can pick up things and whatever your mind says, like you can go and do. A lucid dream is basically you wake up in your dream and you can like control stuff and it feels just as real, like as this. And people can have it to different degrees. So like I've woke up in a dream, but like I don't have any cognitive ability to like control things. It's really hard to stay lucid. Most people wake up when they like lucid dream. There's like a whole TikTok trend right now as well of like lucid dreaming and asking strangers in your dream like what the time and date is. And apparently that's like a really freaky thing that you shouldn't do.
Oh, really? You're not supposed to?
Yeah, apparently, like security guards come in and like take you out of the dream.
Dude,
and there's loads of weird stories. It's really weird.
No,
It's such
I've had that
hole.
happen before. Well, because
No
when I was
way.
younger, I used to randomly lucid dream, and it was so because obviously, like as a kid, whenever you lucid dream, you're like, oh, I'm gonna fly, and I would just fly all the time. But there was a time when I couldn't remember. I had to get up the next day for something, and I was freaking out about it. And I was like, well, what time is it now? And a lobster came up to me and was like, you're not supposed to know. And then like pinched me. And then I woke up.
You're not supposed to be here.
Yeah, well, because somebody was like, it's 4. It's 4. And then he pinches me and I wake up and it's 4.
Yeah, whoa. Oh my gosh. Like that stuff's like so fascinating to me. And so, I mean, speaking of flying, like when you lucid dream, you fly. Like, okay, so I went to sleep that night. And I wake up in the dream and I'm on like this mountain and I'm looking at the sky and I realize I'm dreaming and I'm like, oh my God, I'm having a lucid dream. Yeah. But then the sky starts flickering and it's actually the back of my eyelids and I'm starting to like wake up and I'm like, oh no, I'm about to wake up. Like crap. Okay, spawn in a hand glider. Mm-hmm. And I like get this hand glider and I'm like, okay, fly. So I like run off the edge of this cliff, dive out in the dream. Yeah. And I can like feel like the wind resistance of the wind under the hand glider. And it was literally as real as just my normal human experiences. And this is the thing. I know I've heard people say like, oh, you can't tell the difference between a dream and a reality. But like that, I was like, oh, okay. Like I kind of get it now.
Yeah.
Like, you know, because to me, it's like, well, yeah, you can because you don't have any control in your dream. Like, you're just like a watcher, you know, it's like watching a movie. And I was like, at this time, I was like really in it. And I was like, whoa, that's so cool. So like quickly spawned in this hang glider, flew out a bit. And then it was so weird because the sky just opened up. Mm-hmm. And then I ended up being back in my body looking upwards. And I was like, whoa, that was amazing. And then I tried to buy my own crystal skull, but I'm not the type of magician that this guy was. Like, because this thing is like apparently you can like program crystals and meditate with it, and this is where part of the story where it got against terms of service that I can't share. But like, there's certain magical practices that he did that made him more powerful, and like programmed his crystal with, and I wasn't cool enough, so I've just got this crystal that doesn't make me lucid dream, but it just looks cool.
So she's pretty much saying his crystal made it so he was better at certain human interactions, and we'll just leave it at that. Yeah.
I think when it comes to like dream realm stuff, like so what they say though is that like you have to show to be able to like be a master of your own dreams and like lucid dream and things like that. They say you have to be like really, really respectful towards the dream space, almost like it's its own entity and like plane of existence. And you have to like, people spend like a lot of time like dedicating like reverence and like commitment to their like dream path, keeping dream journals and dream diaries. And I'm just not that committed of a person. You know, I don't know. I have a few things that I like focus in on, but it just wasn't a priority to me for me to commit that hard. But he was like very like, that was his thing. But yeah, his I don't know, like, you know, he's like formed this relationship with this crystal skull who hands out free tickets to have a lucid dream. It was just the best experience of my life. But yeah now I've got like this skull always reminds me of that guy.
She used to date David Blaine. Do you even know who David Blaine? He's like one of those magician guys. It's so funny. It's a joke. Like, he's like
Escape from a Box.
Yeah, stuff like these like I get him confused with Mystery. Maybe I'm even thinking of Mystery. They're the same. I don't know. A lot of the new age magicians, they're not David Copperfield. I'll tell you that. They're just not David Copperfield anymore. Nope. But I don't know. Maybe we have time for a like not a full reading, but do you do like the 3 card or any of those? Yeah. Like those kinds.
You want one?
Yeah.
For you? For you? Are you gonna be okay like potentially being exposed?
Yep. Yes. Yes.
Okay. I'll do what comes to mind. I'll just like pull 3 cards and just like what you need to know right now.
Okay.
Okay, so we have a card of tell it like it is. This is you. This just came out.
This is me. It looks
That's
just
you
like
on your little
me.
microphone.
Yeah.
You got those hips. But this is making me feel like, you know, you I'm moving into a phase where you want to expand like how you present yourself on the platform of Twitch, and you want to start being a bit more honest, like, and direct and saying things how it is. I don't know if you've thought about doing like agony. I'm getting like an agony aunt kind of vibe, you know, of like taking in advice or like taking in questions and saying things. Yeah, now you got this of everything. This is
Whoa.
This is funny. Next card. Oh my God, 0 F's given. All right, yeah, there is definitely like, so all of these 3 cards like very much relate. Like, you are being encouraged to put yourself out there, like, and be a little bit more bold. Don't worry. I don't think you worry about being like PG, but I almost feel like turn up the spice like even more with your conversations and maybe even controversial takes or I don't know. Like, it feels like owning your like femininity and being a bit more confident in what it is that you're doing and what it is that you're saying. And if there is something in your life that's like holding you back, or somebody that's holding you back, or like being like a negative influence, it's just saying like you need to tell it how it is to some people. I feel like that's behind the scenes though, like closer to you.
I need to start telling people to F off, and I need to dress sexier.
Yeah.
All right. Yes.
Basically, yeah. And the base card is take action. So this is like about your actions. This isn't just like you, because maybe you get in the thought pattern of like, oh, I'm gonna do this thing, but then you don't do it. And this is saying like you need to start doing it. You can't just keep waiting and putting it off.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna start being aggressive, dressing sexier, aggressively, and I'm gonna start.
See you next Tuesday.
I'm gonna start hitting on people. I'm gonna be like, hey, how you doing? all right, there we go. So half the time I'll be like, how you doing? And the other time I'll be like, hey, F you. So
let's go.
I like it. Oh man. No, that, you know, it's that wasn't that bad. I was expecting it to be like more lovey-lifey or something like that. So that was easy. Was that me or you? Did you just hear? Oh, it's
no.
Me. Yeah.
Tell me what you got. We'll become a
celebrity. Thank you for the. I heard the fairy from Zelda. I was like, what the? There it is. Listen. Hey, you listen. Oh. So, Pixie.
The cards are usually not really lovey-dovey. They're usually kind of to the point.
Yeah.
And just like trying to help you to not like hold back on those ideas and those things like that you might have to put yourself out there. Like that's what that reading would be saying is like continue to put yourself out there.
It's so funny that it's like work related too. Like, you know, like.
Oh yeah. Usually like when people get a reading, it's about whatever is like their prominent like focus. So like some people it's like their relationship. And I think sometimes with some streamers it's their work.
I got read by the reading.
Yeah, you probably. I mean, yeah. Like If you find it embarrassing to have your career focus, like I would say, I'm quite like a career focused person too. But
no.
Like I don't know.
I thought it was going to tell me about my love life or something. Usually when I go to readings, they'll tell me that they'll be like, "Oh, you'll get married like 3 years before how old you are now," and stuff like that. So
yeah, well, that's why. I mean, there's a reason why like reading is my job, and usually it's because like it's not just generic like yes. But the funny thing is you know, when I started Twitch streaming, I was originally doing games, and then I like whacked out the tarot deck And then that has become my career.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I don't have a stream schedule. I'm very like, I stream when I want to stream. And when I do stream, like I always have like people who have like paid for a reading with me. And I like get paid a lot to do like private readings where we like really go into things. And I think that's the thing. It's like, there's a lot of like generic readers that are just like, oh, you know, like you're doing this right now, and they try and like read you on like your age or like your gender and
what you're wearing a lot.
They're just like making like they're just trying to like assume things, but I don't know. Like I've never had anyone turn around to me and be like, that's wrong.
Yeah.
Or like that doesn't make any sense to me. But yeah, the weirdest like experience I've had, like that's a little bit more generic though, is like I've predicted like a pregnancy before.
Yeah.
Which was wild.
Well, you
like,
don't
really wild.
You don't realize how spot on you are with this reading for me too.
Oh really?
Like, I mean, even
well, if you ever want to come chat about it, you know.
Yeah, no, like spot on, but also like I feel like even the outfit that one of those girls, the first girl with the microphones, like I swear I bought that dress. I bought this like you know, like the vegan leather, like they call it, the vegan leather, a vegan leather outfit like that. Yeah. And I was like unsure if I should get it or not, because I'm like, okay, I will only wear this for like pictures for my Instagram, you know, or like, you know, my my page.
Oh, wear all the time.
Yeah.
The cards say wear all the time.
All right. I'm gonna wear it. I'm gonna wear it on stream.
Maybe this is like a new cosplay character that like you play, you know, instead of like the well, I know you have Frog Show, but maybe you have like the Queen of Everything show where you just give like agony and advice to, you know, ugly single men. Like Imagine Wagons.
There you go.
I'm kidding.
Well, you know, on Sundays, I do end up giving a lot of advice to people, because like the Sunday show that we do.
Wear your hot outfit.
As I'm giving the advice, you know, usually, on Sundays I show up like dressed up like a stregonona. I've got like, you know, I don't wear makeup that day, and I just like come in and I'm wearing all black, and I'll put like a veil over my face sometimes, and I'll be like, all right, everyone. Oh yeah, I do that every Sunday. Every Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern, I do like, you know,
that's probably why I haven't seen it. You
it's when you're sleeping. We're opposite. We are opposite. Oh like I was so glad that you came on this show today, because we are opposite time. Like I am streaming when you are sleeping, and vice versa. Like yeah, I'm always sleeping when you are streaming. I haven't like caught one yet. So not like live.
Literally
live.
same.
Yeah.
But I'm so glad we made it.
Yes. And I am so glad you came on the show. Is there anything else that you have coming up, or you'd like to tell the audience about?
So it's a little bit in the future. Like it's like the 9th of December, but I am an astrologer, and we're gonna be picking apart Elon Musk's move onto Twitter from a astrology perspective.
Ooh, interesting.
Like
we love that.
People have like people have like astrology charts, right?
Yeah.
So when you're born, there's like a snapshot of the universe, and people can interpret that like snapshot. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get Elon Musk's birth time snapshot. We're gonna get the Twitter creation date snapshot. We're gonna overlap the two and basically like predict the shit show.
Yeah.
And also see too if there's any like underlying shit, stuff that is like underneath things that's gonna be happening on Friday, the 9th of December.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'll not sleep that night. I want to check that one out. No, because I want to see like if this ends up working out, we're gonna make like. This is not financial advice. Maybe we can make some like, you know, predictions on where people should be.
Well, the thing is too, is we're going to get the birth chart of Hive. So Hive is like this kind of new Twitter.
I'm on Hive. Are you on Hive?
So I really want to like do Hive's birth chart and Elon's birth chart and be like, how are they feeling about each other?
Yeah.
What's going on over there? I don't know. I was just like, I just kind of like, because I don't really follow news that much, but I'm a nerd for astrology, so I'm like, all right, let's go, like, let's go. But yeah, other than that though, too, like, I stream. So I do have one guaranteed stream day, which is Tuesdays, and every Tuesday I do like a collective reading. So we get like we take the pulse of like the energy of the world, and it's through the lens of like we're all part of the same consciousness that's trying to grow and expand and learn. And each week, we're always like going to be like going through some kind of process. Like it's really weird. Like people are usually going through the same kind of realizations at the same time, but in weird angles. So every Tuesday we like pick into that and have like a big talk about that, and we do readings. And yeah, like other than the big event of the Elon Musk Twitter thing, I don't know. I just do random stuff.
Of course. Well, whether random or not, it's always entertaining, and it's always good to have you on. I'm glad I got to hang out with you again. We'll have to do this again sometime. I'll try to come on the long format show and
I would love.
I'll pay you for a reading.
One of the other things I'm working on is like doing live readings with guest star and like getting streamers on and doing them like a live reading and like.
Perfect. Let me know. I'll come on and do it
like that.
Yes, I will come on.
Let's do it.
I'm already there. All
right, awesome. Well, thank you so much for having me on, Soma. I appreciate it so much.
Thank you. Bye. Bye. Awesome. Yes. If you're just joining us now, we are being featured on the main page. That's why there's a couple more viewers than usual right now. Yeah. But we have more celebrities coming, that's right. This is Show Me What You Got! The show where we have celebrity guests come on and show us what they've got. And we have you. That's right. If you want to come onto the show, you can come on the show too. Just jump in my Discord. There you go. Jump in there. There's a room called Show Me What You Got. Family friendly only items. TOS okay. If you put a picture of what you want to show in that room, I'll bring you on the show. And by participating, you can also win. But Soma, I don't have anything to show. And I still want a froggy! Yeah, you want a froggy? Don't we all? You want a froggy? We all do. You can win a froggy. You don't even have to show me anything. Just go into the Discord, type in the Show Me What You Got chat room, type in there, I want a froggy, or give me a froggy, or just even froggy. And you will also be entered for a chance to win a froggy, or you could also win a t-shirt! Yes. I'm actually American. I was born in the USA. So that, there you go. That's me. And I feel like, the Bruce Springsteen explains it all as to the type of American that I am as well. But that's why we're doing Show Me What You Got today. We're starting out with the Show Me What You Got, and we're streaming straight through into Black Friday. That's right, the Show Me What You Got show. We've got... Hey, Van Morrison. The Show Me What You Got show goes until 8 p.m. Eastern. And then we switch to the Black Friday shenanigans. Yeah. So, yes, I'm an American living in the U.S. current. So, yeah. Before I wasn't, now I am. Yes. Now, I know some of you have been waiting patiently, getting super psyched about our next guest. Yeah, happy Turkey Day to those of you. We also call it Froggy, Thank Froggy. Happy Thank Froggy Day. What do you think, Froggy? Happy holidays. But I, personally, am excited. Yeah, this is an international show today, guys. We got people from all over the globe. Everywhere. International. It's the season finale. We're going international. I mean, we did go kind of international on the first show, too. Technically, the second show, too. But extra international today. That's right. And extra celebrities. That's right. You've heard of the next lady that is on this stream. You've seen her stream. You've watched her play. You might have even seen her play Among Us with me. Yes, it's that one. The one you all are in love with. I wish you could have just seen her face just now when I said that. They are though. They were like actively talking about that. Anyway, who are you? And will you?
Hi.
Show me what you got. All right, now they can see you and hear you.
The reason I made that face is because I keep telling all of my friends that the reason I want to do streams with you is because I'm in love with you. So, you know.
You're in love with me. My audience is in love with you. That's a lot of love, guys. That we have love all around. Hey, you know what I just learned? How you doing? Huh? How you doing? How you doing?
You got me on Discord. DM me later.
Oh, yes. For those in the audience who are a little unsure, maybe they're asleep when you're streaming. Who are you?
Yes, hi. I'm Twiggy. I also stream. I am in Norway, so speaking of the whole international thing, I do nothing today, which is why I could stream on Thanksgiving. But yeah, I do variety streaming. I don't really have like any particular topic or theme or anything that I stream. I just do whatever I feel like that particular day. So yeah.
All right. And I heard you might have an item to show us today.
Yes. So mine isn't as exciting as the ones that have been on here before.
Yes, it is. Stop. Everyone on this show needs to stop saying that. It's more exciting. This is the most exciting thing we've ever seen.
See, I wish I had a fraction of your enthusiasm for like literally anything. But the thing is, I moved like about a year ago, and I didn't bring a lot of like sentimental items or anything like that. So I kept like thinking, what do I actually show for this? And then I realized that I have one item in my background that no one has ever asked me about, and it's made me sad. So I was like, okay, at least now I can force Soma to ask me about it.
I love it.
And I've had this frame since 2010. It is a guitar pick from when I saw Atreyu, which is a band that I saw back in 2010. And I got a pic from the concert and I framed it immediately, and no one has ever asked me about it, so I never get to tell that.
Well, you know, it could be that they don't. It could be that they don't see it. I do feel like that.
It could be.
It's a little small, being a guitar pick and whatnot.
let's go with that. They simply don't notice it.
You just need just put a even bigger mat behind it. Frame it again.
Yeah.
Frame it again. Put like
What
flowers or lights in the other frame.
See, what I could do is I could take a picture of it and print it, like massive size, and then have a poster of it behind me.
Have a
could do that.
standee. You need a standee of. What is this? I'm gonna be real. What is this band? Who? Alistar?
They're called Atreyu. They're a metalcore band. I've listened to them since I was like 14, or something.
Metalcore.
Like that. And yes, yeah, yeah. That's Atreyu. They're named after the character in the Neverending Story. For those
like when you said that at first, I was like, did she like? Is this somehow related to the movie? I don't understand. You know.
That is where they got the name from. Yes.
Oh, wild. What? Oh, how? Huh. Interesting. No, I'm just surprised that I haven't like tell me more about the band. Like how did this all come about? Why do you have the, why are they good? What's up? Why should I listen?
Well, I don't know. I'm a metal fan. I listen to a lot of metal, and back in the day, I was a very big emo kid.
Mm-hmm.
And we listened to a lot of emo music, like My Chemical Romance, Panic at the Disco, you name it. And my friends and I used to go to this music festival that was held every year, and we would be there. Like, we would watch all the shows. We would watch all the emo bands, all the metal bands, and it was just a really good time. Like every year, we were there for the whole week, and it was some of the best memories of like my teenage years, I guess. And yeah, no, we were front row during the concert, and I grabbed the pick. I high-fived the drummer. I really wanted to meet them, but I wasn't able to. My friend met them, and I've never forgiven her. But at least I have this.
Yeah. No, we'll make it happen. Just we'll go to the next concert they have, and I'll just use my green power, and we'll just I can just get us in, because we'll just walk to the backstage, and I'll pretend like we're supposed to be there, and they'll just let us in. So we'll make it happen. You'll meet them. I'll make sure of it.
I will hold you to this. You
Yeah.
know, right?
Yeah. Believe me, we'll run into them. We'll go to something and we'll accidentally run into them. It can happen, yeah?
Accidentally. Completely and utterly accidental, yeah. Mhm.
No. That is true, Footlong. A lot of the items today have all been cool. I've liked everything so far. So I like that. I like it. Good pick. And,
Thank you. I noticed the pun. I will gloss over that, but, thanks.
I didn't, but I'll pretend that I said that on purpose.
Oh, no.
Oh no, I almost lost you for a second. So, what have you been playing on stream recently? Oh yeah, she's a full-time streamer, guys. This is BT dubs.
Yes. Yeah, that's always a hard question because I always forget everything that I've streamed in the last month.
Mm-hmm.
You mentioned Project Zomboid, and
yes.
I have actually started doing a co-stream of Project Zomboid every weekend with a friend of mine, and that's been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We're learning the game. It's really difficult.
Yeah.
It's really, really difficult and very brutal. So I've been playing that. I have done one FIFA stream in the past, Alice. I'm doing one other at some point.
FIFA.
We did a racing game stream recently with a steering wheel and everything.
Yeah.
That did not go well.
Oh.
And I play a lot of horror games.
Yeah. A lot of the Americans are unaware that Twitch looks crazy different depending on what country you're in. So America, it's a lot of hot tubs, and then every other country, it's a lot of FIFA. So,
yes,
yeah.
That's all we get. Every single recommended streamer, it's nothing but FIFA. Occasionally a music stream, but it's just FIFA.
Yep. Can I like how Project Zomboid, I know that I can like crash your game and stuff somehow. How does that work? Like, do I have to start my own land and like practice playing, or can you just like start ruining other people's games immediately? How does that work?
Well, it depends if they have a public or a private server.
Oh, yeah.
It's not like a multiplayer game where you just log on and then you run into other people, unless you're playing on a public server. So my friend and I do a private server that is just the two of us, but you could theoretically be invited to it.
Yes. Okay. Well, I'll try out if I need to. I do want to try that game because it does look cool, and I have a couple of my friends play it. So, but that seems like a good co-stream game too, because it's one that takes enough of your focus, but you can still read chat.
Yeah. So what we found is that there's a lot of waiting around. Because like if you get injured and you get like an infection or whatever, you kind of have to just wait it out unless you have good medication. And we haven't survived long enough to get good medication. So we're kind of just stuck waiting it out a lot of the time, and we're just sitting there, and it's nice just to have someone to talk to.
Yeah.
It also does give you a lot of downtime to reach out. Yeah.
Oh, Zara's got a bunch of your games that you've played too. Cool. GeoGuessr.
Yeah, thank you.
What's that?
Oh yeah. You never played GeoGuessr before?
No.
Oh man. It's a very simple game. It basically puts you in a completely random location on Google Maps, and you can run around and you try to figure out where you are. That's it. That's the game.
That sounds
It is
like a
so
nightmare.
fun, and it's so addictive.
That sounds like a nightmare. I'm really good at getting lost in games like that you're not supposed to be able to get lost in. So
Same. I have no sense of direction whatsoever. So I'll get lost in anything. But GeoGuessr is actually pretty fun. Like if you have chat to help you out a little bit, like I don't always know which language we're reading, for example. But someone in chat will always know.
Oh yeah.
And we just help each other out and try to figure out location. And I think our average game, our average time to find each individual location is like 40 minutes, I think.
Well, you see,
and
go ahead.
Now, every game is 5 locations, so it's time-consuming the way that I play it.
5 hours? Do you play 5 hours straight of trying to figure out where you are?
I think last time it was 2.5 or 3 hours.
God, that sounds like the last time I got lost in Montreal. That sounds like an absolute nightmare. I'm the flames on the side of my face, burning. No, and geography. I'm an American. I won't know where we are any of the time. Come on.
Yeah, you have a built-in disadvantage in that. Yeah. So you also have to find out, like, you have to find the country on the map.
Oh, forget it.
You have to know, like,
I don't even know where my own country is. I'm like, I don't know. Canada's a state, right?
You should try it. I think you'd have fun. Well, chat would have fun.
Yeah.
For tearing their hair out.
Oh man. Oh. But are you going to play, or have you played the 3D Among Us yet?
I haven't. I don't have VR.
Can you still play it without VR? I know some games you can.
I don't think so. I haven't looked into it because I just assumed I couldn't, so I didn't look at it.
How do people expect us to stream that if we're in VR?
The thing. Like, people would both have to have a VR, and then they'd have to know, like, at least 6 other people who also have VR. I don't know that many people.
Just that alone.
Yeah, I don't. Exactly. Like, I don't know how people do it. I see a lot of people do, like, random lobbies, but I don't think that that's that fun with social deduction games.
Well, and that would be dangerous if you're, like, trying to because I've had multiple people, without actually looking into it, be like, oh, we should stream the VR version. And it's like, what?
Yeah, but like how?
I thought you would know. You play Among Us way more than I do. Every time we play Among Us, I have to like relearn how to play it. But like, luckily, everyone, you don't have to know how to play Among Us to play Among Us. Actually, it sometimes gives you an advantage because people are like, okay, is she the imposter, or is this just how Soma plays every time because she doesn't know how to play this game?
Yeah. No, you can definitely use your ignorance in Among Us, and a lot of the time it works. You have you have the skill levels in Among Us. You have being really bad, you can get away with pretty much anything. And then you have being really good, where you can get away with pretty much anything. But most people are in that middle category where they have no idea what they're doing and they can't get away with anything. So you're still in that first category, so you have an advantage, believe it or not.
Hey man, maybe that's my strategy, and I'm like constantly stabbing people in front of other people on purpose.
Yes, maybe that's the strategy all along.
It's because my last main system was the Xbox One. So I've always been Nintendo and mostly Sony, but hardcore Nintendo. But my last system was all Xbox, so I'm just used to hack and slash now. So the second I'm the murderer in that game, I kill someone immediately, and I'm always like, somebody's behind me, or I'm timing it wrong.
You just go, oh, there's a kill button. I should press it as quickly as I humanly can.
Well, it wasn't until our last game that I didn't realize you can't kill two people immediately after another, and because I had planned on killing someone and then killing the other person real quick, and then I was like trying to kill the other person real quick, and I couldn't.
Yeah, see, Among Us would be very easy if you could just immediately kill every single witness to every single murder. I don't know if you thought this through.
No, because I'm always playing with like me and people who are like, "What's this game?" So that hadn't even occurred to any of us because it's like, there are people who are like boss at that game and just could walk through and just kill everyone at the table and then push the button on themselves. Game over.
Yeah.
Are you like that?
We had no, I'm really scared to be the killer. Like literally as soon as it shows that I'm the imposter, my heart rate goes up by like 20 beats. Because I get so nervous. But we played on Tuesday and we had a couple of really good murder rounds. Not when I was the killer, but we had quite a lot of murders on Tuesday.
Yeah. No. It's fun. It's a fun game. It also depends on who you play with. I like playing with you. You're fun. It's a good time. Yeah. But
yeah, like we play it every week, and you get to know the people you play with, which is really fun because then you can try to like use their tactics against them, or you try to figure out when people are lying because you know them, and that's definitely my favorite way of playing Among Us.
Yeah. Well, we had some like ultimate randoms in there too, because I had a couple of people that were just like covering for other people. So we had people that like I've never, they don't stream. They were just like regular people. So civilians,
just normies.
Normies. Is that what I usually call them civilians, but I guess normies is more. What are the people that don't stream on Twitch called? People.
I don't know. What do they call them at TwitchCon?
Guess, I think.
You get a badge.
I think they're best. It just says guess. Does it guess? It's not viewers. They wouldn't call them viewers. Does anybody know?
No.
Nobody went to TwitchCon. Apparently, nobody went to TwitchCon this year.
I've never been to TwitchCon.
I've been twice, but I've been a partner the both times I went, so I don't know what they say on the regular badge. I don't know. Are you going to go to TwitchCon EU next year?
I have quite a lot of anxiety, and travel anxiety gets really bad for me. So I don't think so.
Yeah.
I'd like to go to a convention, but I think that TwitchCon is a little bit too big and scary for me.
Yeah. Well,
so
TwitchCon EU though. TwitchCon EU though.
Yeah.
It's not like regular TwitchCon. It's like,
It's the baby TwitchCon that no one really cares about because it's Europe. Yeah.
It's in Europe,
you can
though.
say it. It's fine.
It's in Europe. I heard it's in France. So I obviously have not been anywhere outside the US and Canada. So I'm itching to go. I was gonna go to the last one. I was gonna go to TwitchCon EU, not the one that they just had, but the one from like the before times. I was all set to go, had my tickets, had my hotels booked, was gonna like finally go to Europe. Truman Show. Yeah, so I did not go. So I've been like, now it's like 4 years later.
Yeah,
So-
no, I think it's time.
Yeah. Well,
I think it's time. This one is in Paris.
yeah, no,
The
like,
next one.
that's right in the middle of stuff. You can take trains to other places too. So, no, I'm very hesitant to. That's the only thing preventing me from traveling. Like today is just I never have a travel buddy. I have no one to go with ever. Like
Yeah.
my friends, they're all like normies. So the ones that can afford to go have children.
Yeah.
Oh
no. Yeah, no, you need more streamer friends. is what I'm
Yes.
hearing from this.
Yes, I do. Well, I'm working on it. I'm putting myself out there. I'm putting myself
you
out
learned
there.
that today.
How you doing? Yes. Yes. So, is there anything else that you have coming up or anything that you'd like to mention about your stream, about yourself, or just tell us in general?
I am actually celebrating my birthday on Saturday. My birthday was a Monday. But I'm doing a celebration stream on Saturday. Which will be a 12-hour stream.
Woo!
I think it's 10 a.m. Eastern time.
Yeah.
Is when it starts.
Yeah.
I'll be playing through all of the Devil in Me because I haven't played that yet, and I'm so excited. I will be doing a little bit of streaming from my Minecraft server that is about to shut down. We'll be doing some Goat Simulator 3, which has come out now.
Yes.
And yeah, I'm really excited. That's on Saturday.
I will watch that. I will be up in my pajamas watching that show.
Well, it will be 12 hours, so you don't have to get up early.
No, I know, but I'm still in my pajamas. On a Saturday, I'm in my pajamas. No, like the weekends. Oh, especially it's this Saturday. Yeah. No, I'm after this. Like we're doing the Show Me What You Got show, and I'm going straight into a Black Friday. So I'm like gonna just stream into tomorrow, and then I'm gonna sleep a little, and then I'm gonna play Just Dance, technically on Friday. So then I'm gonna sleep a little more, and then I'm gonna watch your stream. So.
That sounds like a busy day.
Yes.
I respect staying in your pajamas all day, though. I do the same if I can.
I only wear pajamas or what I wear on stream. There is no regular clothes. I am like
I fully
Abba.
believe this.
I am Abba. I'm either
Yeah.
wearing like street clothes that are like t-shirt jeans or something that is blatantly a costume. Yeah.
I have no trouble picturing this.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, any of you in the audience, Liv's Instagram, maybe? There you go. Check out my Instagram if you want to see some of the cosplays I've done. Yeah. Yeah, you can see what she's talking about. It's out there. Some of it's really out there. A lot of the more recent stuff's like me in suits because I'm very professional for now for the season finale of Show Me What You Got. But then after that, we're going to like mix it up and make it a little more casual of a show for the What Do You Want show. So, if you want to come back when I'm running What Do You Want, that's going to be a show that you can just show up whenever. I don't even have to schedule you. So when celebrities show up for the celebrities we booked for this one, but when the celebrities show up for that show, who knows? Who knows who's showing up or what they want?
Oh, you there.
Yeah,
I'll
you don't
be
even
there,
need an
trust me.
item. You just show up and tell me what you want. And I'll go, what do you want? And you say something. Exactly
Yeah,
like that.
count me in.
Yes. All right. Well, happy birthday. Happy birthday
Thank you.
to you.
Oh, no.
And thank you so much for coming on the show. Yeah, everybody knows it's your birthday now. I am still upset that you don't have your wish list yet. Figure that out before Saturday.
Yeah, well, now buying new things is illegal. We've been over this.
Not even on Steam? You don't even have a Steam wish list? That's ridiculous.
I do have a Steam wish list, but it's to keep track of games and not for games that I necessarily are planning on buying. So,
all right. Well, thank you so much for being on the show. Everybody
thank you so much for having me.
Everybody give It's Twiggy a follow. All right. Thank you. Goodbye.
Thanks. Bye.
All right. Yes! This is the Show Me What You Got show, where we have people come on and they show us what they got. Our next guest is a streamer. You may have seen him before. You may have seen some of his masterpieces. He is an artist when it comes to food. Yes. A chef beyond compare. Maj, welcome to the show. Will you tell us who you are, and will you show me what you got? All right, you're
First
here.
off,
You're on. Hello.
I want to say that I appreciate all the production value that put into this.
Well, thank you.
You are a one-woman show. Is this correct?
Yes, it is
You do
all
this?
me.
So I'd like chat to give Miss Soma a round of applause for everything she does, because it's a lot of hard work and everything that you do.
Thank
You're showing
you.
everybody what you got by doing what you do every day.
Thank you so much. I'm gonna have you on more often.
I need a yes man. Let's get him on here.
Yes. Okay, Maj. Let's
right.
first of all, let's start with you letting everybody know who you are, and then we want to see what you've got.
So my name is Majan-chan. It's a name that I came up with in high school, so it's stuck with me ever since then. So if you like the weeby name, don't go too far on that one. But anywho, I am an occasional streamer. I stream when I feel like it. Been playing some games here and there, but mainly it was for cooking. I mainly try to show off my cooking. Is what I like to do. It's a hobby that I picked up fairly recently, and so it was mainly just to hang out. I was going to cook anyway, so I might as well have some people hang out with me as I do it.
Yeah, and I've seen pictures of when I first saw your Instagram. I actually believed it was a restaurant when I first saw it. So it's like that kind of level.
I appreciate it too, and it's a big compliment, because you always hear a lot of people say, "Well, I don't know how to cook. I'm not good at cooking." I'm like, well, if you can follow a recipe, anybody can cook at that point. It's just a matter of putting the first step forward and following that recipe, and trying something different. So that's what I did. I just looked up a recipe one day and I was like, I can do that, and here we are. But today, though, I brought some stuff though. I don't know if you want to talk about that yet or not.
Yes, definitely. Let's see. I've got you up on full screen so they can see you and what you've got.
Okay. So just a little bit of background for me. I've worked numerous retail jobs over the years, and a couple of them are comic book shops. And so I've had a few comics over my collection, or in my collection over the years. And so I just wanted to bring a few of them, because I didn't really think of anything. I'm like, what do I bring? I want to participate, but I don't know what to bring. I can't say like, here's my cat, you know what I mean? Or I could, but you know what I mean? But I brought something tangible, and has monetary value attached to it. So I brought some old comic books that just for people to have because the whole MCU and Marvel is really big right now. So I thought, people get a kick out of this. But a lot of these are from the 60s. They're older books, like original Avengers and stuff like that. But here's a particular one, just because it's very colorful. It's an old Iron Man when they give him his own book, Iron Man 2. There goes a little bit better. So this is from 1960s. I think I want to say 68 or something around that time.
Wow.
So that's kind of a cool one. Just some older books, like first appearance of characters like Fantastic Four over here. This one right here is the first appearance of Black Bolt. Black Bolt was featured in the Multiverse of Madness, the Doctor Strange 2 sequel. I also got some other Fantastic Four ones too as well. But a lot of like fans, I don't recognize some of these covers too as well. Like this is after the first appearance of Galactus and Silver Surfer. Let's see what else I got. I got a few. Well, here's another one. So here's a funny one. Daredevil's really popular right now because of the Netflix TV show and all that. But he had some like C-list villains that he would fight like every weekend, and like one of them is Stiltman, and literally as his name implies, he's on stilts. And so that's the first appearance of Stiltman over here, as the name implies. It's really corny because that actually, the old '60s comic books were funny like that. And here's one of my last ones that I have that I want to show off today. Was an old Daredevil that has Doctor Doom, which is one of my favorite characters from the comic books, and that's this one right here. And my boss actually gave me this one as a gift a couple years ago. So it's just kind of like they have more value to me, not monetarily, but more as sentimental value. I guess you'd say.
Yeah. What got you into, like, what about comic books draws you to them?
I think it was just the fact that I grew up on them with my father. My father was always kind of like. It's funny that I mention it because he's more of the sports side of things. He loves sports. He played sports, but he had comic books because I guess that was just the thing to do. But I grew up on his old Conan. He had Conan the Barbarian comic books, and I remember reading those as a kid and just being fascinated with the stories and the art. And so as I grew up, he would just have this. It was almost ingrained in our upbringing, comic books, comic related characters, and all that. So as an adult, I enjoyed it, and it was kind of funny to mention it because in junior high, I remember buying like an actual novel book, and it had Spider-Man and Iron Man on it. And I'm sitting there in class, kind of like hiding the cover a little bit because I thought people were gonna like make fun of me or something. You know what I mean? Just to have little insecurities of it. And then flash forward, here we are now. We have Robert Downey Jr. playing Iron Man, Tom Holland playing Spider-Man, and they're huge celebrities already. And then there's even more. You see Stan accounts basically now. You see people like Stan Daddy, over here. So it's just kind of funny the flip of the coin from then to now.
Yeah. So you were saying that you stream on occasion when you feel like it, like whenever you're like doing like a big meal, or do you do meals and games? Or do you have a game?
Not in the same.
Not in the same
I do
stream.
game like.
Yeah.
Sometimes I have to just because something goes in the oven for a while.
Yeah.
But, last stream I did was I just got back into it because I tend to have a tendency to hoard, so I was throwing away a bunch of stuff in my kitchen and cleaning it up. So I haven't been cooking on stream. But the last game I played was a game that was gifted to me called Dave the Diver. That has to do. It's a ridiculous game. You play this overweight diver, and you go underwater and you dive. And you catch fish that you bring back to serve at a sushi restaurant. And then you have to play that aspect of it where you're serving food and all that. And so it's kind of within the vein of what I do already. You know what I mean? So it was kind of funny to play that one. I'm having fun with that one so far. But I have played other games like Dark Souls and Elden Ring and other types of games like that.
Are you making a lot of food today? I know in some places it's a eating holiday.
Yes. For the for Thanksgiving, I will be making just a chicken because it's me by myself this year. So I'm gonna be roasting a chicken.
No, it's not. It's you and me and everybody on this stream because we're showing what we got, and then after that, we're gonna continue this stream into Black Friday. So I'm streaming all night.
Very true.
So you can watch
I will
me.
save.
Yeah, no, you can watch what I'm gonna eat, which is unclear, probably rice, because I'm just gonna eat leftovers because I didn't think about it beforehand. So.
Yeah. So this meal is not as extravagant as last time because it will go bad after a while. So I can save a plate for everybody, but I don't know how many people are going to show up.
Yes.
But
yes.
But I will be roasting a chicken, and then making homemade mashed potatoes. The rest of it's just boxed.
Yeah.
I don't feel like it right now.
Yeah. Somebody, do me a favor and get a screenshot of. People are talking about how many viewers we have right now. Somebody get a screenshot of it so I can share it with my family later. Be like, look, people watch me. Yeah, exactly. All right, Maj. Anything else that you'd like to add? Anything that you have coming up, or anything that you're looking forward to making, or anything?
I do plan on cooking again soon. The thing I would like to make next, and I've been practicing a few times, is churros of all things. I've made them a couple times so far, and I haven't got the balance quite yet. So that would be the next thing I will make. I've been tasked with making something that I'm not comfortable with yet because I've never made it before.
Uh-huh.
But it is a raspberry souffle. Is the next thing I've been tasked with. Unfortunately, every time I say that out loud, I get Prince's Raspberry Beret stuck in my head, and I replaced the words at that point. Yes. So all I hear is raspberry souffle in my head.
Well, thank you so much for coming on the show, and thank you for showing us what you've got. Those are really cool comic books to have too. I mean, probably at the time you didn't realize,
Yeah, and they appreciate over the years too as well. So it's just kind of something to have and and appreciate over the years.
Yeah.
But thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Bye. All right. That was Marge. We are getting ready. She made a raspberry souffle, the kind you find at a grocery store. Speaking of music, our final celebrity of this evening is a famous DJ. You have heard of him before, I'm sure. If you've been out dancing ever, you've danced to his beats, you might have even seen him here on Twitch. Yes. He is also a Twitch streamer that streams live on Twitch. So you can definitely check out these beats. We're gonna bring him on here in just a minute. Will you tell everybody who you are and show me what you got?
What's up? What's up? You can hear me all right?
Oh,
all
yeah.
Good?
Yep, we've got you over here.
All right. All right. What's up, everyone? I'm Amani Experience. My name is Amani. I'm coming to you outside of Los Angeles, California. I'm a streamer here. I stream talk shows, game shows, and DJ sets. And that's what I do.
Nice. And I have seen your shows before. They are really exciting. The ones that you do on Twitch, too. Can you tell me a little bit? I'm sure people are already mesmerized with your background. Tell me a little bit about how you make all this happen and how you get all these different things going on at once. Let me know too when you want me to cut my music, if you want to start yours too.
Okay. Yeah, I'll let you know. After we talk, then I'll start some
right.
music
Sounds
for sure.
good.
Thank you for asking. So for my setup, I have two kind of studios in my home. This is my DJ studio. The talk studio's downstairs. I use OBS. And then I have it used to be called Leorn board, but now it's Sammy. So I use Sammy to activate some things. I have a lot of different screens. The green screen's right behind me, camera there, lights here, another TV screen in front of me. And I've learned to do all this and have my viewers activate some of the features and everything. And that's kind of how it's set up. I came to Twitch probably later than most people, like April 2020. So I had to learn all this on the fly, OBS, which I was really intimidated about before. But every week I learn something new.
Yes. And every week you have interesting music to listen to. How do you pick which tracks you're going to play and how do you find your music?
So as a DJ, I subscribe to some record pools. So I pay for all my music either through the record pools or I buy it myself on Amazon. And most of the time my streams, I just go by feeling, kind of what I'm feeling. I try to add in favorite songs what my viewers like, try to mix and match it. I try to not plan out as many sets as possible. So I just try to kind of go by vibe and feeling, see where we're going. Sometimes there's themes. We can have themes or whatever. But that's kind of how I feel it out and left the vibe out from there.
Great. Do you ever game on your streams?
That's a good question. So not yet. I do game. I play MLB The Show, but I haven't streamed that except for a long time ago. So not yet. But I know we had talked about doing Among Us or something. So I'm gonna try to get into that.
Yes.
I also teach at a university, so my students are always asking me, well, what are you gaming? What are you gonna play? Do this, do that. So I might have to add that to my list.
Yeah. Yes. Well, and it's just interesting too, where there are fewer streamers that are more of a family friendly-esque stream. So I would recommend to people your stream, because it's one where I don't feel like anything shocking is gonna happen. It's like still entertainment for adults, but like within the realm of, okay, if there's like a kid also watching with you, it's gonna be okay.
Right.
But
sometimes we have some spicy game shows. Like we'll do game shows like Family Feud. We do Hollywood Squares. We call it Twit Squares, and sometimes we'll do spicy Twit Squares. So that one's like PG-13, R-rated or above. It can get a little intense there.
Yeah.
So that's the only kind of thing where it might be a little bit crossing the line, but for the most part, yeah, it's pretty family friendly. Sometimes there'd be some songs I might play that might have a bad lyric here and there, but for the most part, I try to keep it mostly clean.
Yeah. Do you have like a style of music that you play, or genre, or is it just all over the place, or
Yeah, I love like R&B music, slow jams, because that's just kind of what I love. So like R&B and hip hop is kind of my sweet spot. Of course, as like a professional DJ, I can DJ like any genre and bend between them all. But for me, like, I'm a big Mariah Carey fan. Hold on, I gotta like. One of my things to show you is like I collect vibe covers. So I have like a vibe of Mariah Carey. So this is one of the ones I really love. I love her. We have some Mariah Carey emotes. I love Mary J. Blige. I love like so many artists that are out there. Babyface. I'm a really big Babyface fan.
Prince Paradox, thank you for the sub.
Yeah, this is like Mary J. Blige, one of the old covers here. So I do this, Aaliyah. Like the old vibe. These are old vibes, like over 15, 20 years old, like Aaliyah. So these are some of the things that like I collect or whatever. But those are the musicians that I love. And so I'm really big like R&B head, and that's just what I love to play. But I can play anything, but that's what I love to play. What's up, Alex? I see Alex in the chat. That's one of my mods right there. So thank you for hopping in.
Yes. And we gave you a shout out. Everybody give him a follow too. Yes.
Thank you very much.
So tell me a little bit about just how you go about like mixing the music, the process of it.
Okay. Right. So say, for example, like I have my headphones on, but I'll keep like my left ear is open. So I have speakers in front of me. You can't see them, but there's speakers in a sub. So I can hear what's playing, and say we're on the my left pie, your right. The left deck is playing out loud. And then on the right deck, I'll put another song on, and I'll be trying to adjust the tempo. So if it's too fast, I'll slow it down. I'll use my hands first to like slow it down. And then I'll touch up top here, which is pitch control. This will speed up or slow down the song. And then you just kind of match it. You start it again. Usually, sometimes I'll use real needles, but right now I have these phase, which are like virtual needles, which kind of serve the role of needles, but there's less wires. It's just easier. And you just you got to know music a little bit. Try to find where the one is. So like most songs, for the most part, like 4/4. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you drop the next song on the 1. Try to bring it together. You can also scratch. You can use effects and all sorts of things. You can use the microphone. So that's what I do to kind of just blend, go back and forth for 2, 3, 4 hours at a time. And you just have fun with it and kind of mix and try different genres, different songs. You go up in tempo, go down in tempo, and just have a good time.
Yes. And this is a real DJ. That's how real DJs do it, ladies and gentlemen. This is live.
Yes,
this is real. Yes.
These are real turntables. This is a real mixer. Like,
yes.
Just hear that scratching stuff. Like, it's real.
Yes. Well, there are, I feel like in some places when I used to go out in the before times, they have fewer real DJs now. There's fewer people who are mixing music. And I feel like that is the draw of going out dancing. Like if you're like me and you just enjoy going out and dancing, the biggest draw is the DJ, because it really, like, how the DJ makes the difference, because your ability to pick songs and mix the songs and throw in new songs that I've never heard before, and make references like that is what DJing really is, to me anyway. Like that's Absolutely. Like the art form of it.
Absolutely. You couldn't have said it any better. Like being able to like read a room and decide, okay, well, maybe this genre of music is not working. Let's switch it up. Or if you see people are feeling it and coming to the dance floor, keep going with this genre. Like that's a skill that is always being worked. You're always learning because no two crowds are ever the same. So if you're just continue to read a crowd, whether it be on Twitch or in real life, and just keep it going, like that's a skill that takes years to kind of hone in.
Yes. And the ability to be able to move based on your crowd is like something that I truly respect too, because I've been places where you request songs and they'll play it and then there's nothing else good for the rest of the night because they haven't adjust, because they already DJ Dell'd it or whatever, or that's what we would call it when it was like a premix, or the dude's pretending he's doing something but he's really not. So
yeah. I appreciate you knowing that and recognizing that. That's good. That's a good sign because we want people to like respect DJs, respect the craft and the art, because it's nothing that like artificial intelligence can do. You can't program a playlist. Like you need a person. You always need a person. So I really appreciate you saying that. So thank you.
Yeah. Well, you got to read the audience. Like you said, like it does make a big difference. Yeah. And especially when I was younger and I would go out, that's how I learned about new old music, is somebody would throw an 80s. That's how I know all these 80s songs randomly, is because somebody would throw like a obscure 80s jam in the middle of something and you're like, ooh, what's that sound?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. That's what we want. That's what we want. So that's why we're here. That's why we continue to be here. And we're happy that we're able to be on Twitch and show people all over the world what we can do. So I'm just happy, excited.
Outside of the DJing, what else have you been up to recently?
So for me, I'm a professor at Cal State University Fullerton. So like we're kind of coming to the end of the semester. So I got a lot of papers to grade actually. So I've been working on that, trying to keep my streaming schedule. We did a really big award show on Twitch for like the DJ community in early October. That was really successful and really big. And that kind of wore me out. But that was something that was really good. And then I'm an author, so I'm in the process of like writing my second book. So those are kind of my 2 or 3 main things that are kind of going on right now.
Yes. Oh, so an author, this I was unaware of. Can you tell me a little bit about your first book?
The first book it's called DJs Mean Business. It takes you through the time slots of a DJ set from 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. And every 15 minutes, it relates those 15 minutes to growing a business. So I'll give you 2 examples. For example, if it's like the beginning of the club, like 10 o'clock to 10:15, that's like how you are identifying your ideal client in business. You're just getting started. Who's your ideal client? In the club, we're trying to keep people there. We're trying to make sure that the people that are there stay and new people come in to the doors quickly. You get to one of my favorite chapters, like 11 p.m. It's troubleshooting. As you know, being on Twitch, something always goes wrong. You have to fix things on the fly, but you can never like stop the music. You can never stop your stream. Same thing in business. If something might go wrong, so you might have to make a shift or do things differently. So that's kind of the 11 o'clock chapter. It takes you all the way through the night till you get to 2 o'clock. Then there's one chapter on like feedback. Back in the day, I used to drive for Uber. So I'd leave the club, turn on the Uber meter, and I'd drive people home that were in the club with me. And I'd ask them, well, what'd you think of the DJ? What'd you think of the music? What would you change? And so that's how I got feedback back in the day. Same thing with businesses now. They send surveys out. They do different things to give feedback. So yeah, that gives you 3 chapters right there. But that's what the book's about. It came out April of 2020. So right in the thick of the pandemic. But I love it. I'm so proud. So yes.
That's great. And also something I definitely wouldn't have thought of, to be able to, ask the audience afterwards, and see what they thought. Yeah. That's great. That's great. I'm sure that's a very helpful book. Yeah. And I feel like a lot of people could really benefit from it too.
Yes, absolutely. 100% for sure.
All right. Is there anything else that you'd like to mention before we turn this into a dance floor?
Just thank you to you for inviting me to be on the show. I really appreciate it. It's an honor to be on it on Thanksgiving, the day before Black Friday. So thank you to you. Just, check out my stream. Mondays, we do a music business talk show. Usually on Wednesdays, we do game shows, although I'm taking a break because I need to rest. I don't want to burn myself out. And then Fridays and Sundays I stream. Fridays 8 p.m. Eastern, Sundays 11 p.m. Eastern. So just check me out, come in and say hi. But really, just thank you for having me. It's an honor. I'm so happy I can close out the show.
Yes.
And yeah, appreciate it. And good job with this series. Amazing work.
Yes, this is the series finale, everyone. And after this is actually, I hate to tell you all, the final episode. That's right. I know some celebrities, but apparently I don't know more than 40. And we have a lot per episode. So after this, we are switching the format. That's right. We are going to Tuesdays, where we are going to play What Do You Want? It's a similar show, but instead of people bringing us what they've got, if they want to talk, they can, and they can show me what they got. Still using guest star, though. So, yes.
I love it. I love it. Keep using guest star. I love it. Well done.
Yes, and I would love to see sometime. I've seen that you've used guest star a couple of times. Maybe we could plan out one sometime where we have you DJing and we could get people to dance. So.
Okay, for sure. We can do that. We can have you come on and be on one of the game shows.
Yeah, oh
What are,
yeah.
like some of your favorite game shows we've